As this is a brand new project, you want to create a new repository. Please give your repository a suitable name, something like Level 2 Project 0, and go ahead and create it. Then go to your programming folder and create a subfolder for Project 0. Go to the top and copy the file path. And in PyCharm, choose to open a project. Then paste in your file path and say OK. To create a new file, click on the folder where you want the file to be saved. Go File, New, Python file, give it a sensible name, and we're now ready to code. If you're using PyCharm at the top, please double check that it's set to run the current file and not an older project. One way to print headings is to use a print statement with some speech marks and some emoji at the start and at the end. And if you run that file, it will, of course, output what you put in. Rather than using cumbersome print statements, we can use a function to create some nice headings. In Python, functions go above our main routine. So please put in 2 comments. And then in the functions area, we can define our function, and it's going to take in 2 things: a statement and decoration for the start and end. We need a colon, and PyCharm will automatically indent the next line 4 spaces in. We begin with 3 double quotes, and between those quotes we say what the function does. This is called a docstring, and it's a really important way of correctly commenting your function. Our initial first version of this component is very simple. We're going to have a print statement and 3 curly bracket placeholders. Note that as soon as I start typing, PyCharm suggests variables, and I'm wanting to put in my decoration, and I want 3 of them. Then I want my statement, and then I want another 3 of my decoration. You might have noticed that PyCharm automatically put in a leading F at the start of my print statement. I can then call that function by specifying the statement, and you'll notice that when I put in the comma and then put in the decoration, PyCharm automatically tells me that this function takes 2 parameters. Depending on your version of PyCharm, it might not show the statement and decoration labels. Once you've said programming is fun with a thumbs up, if you run the code, it should work, which means we can screenshot that output and pop it into our documentation. We can then go into our GitHub repository, and as this is the first file for this project, we need to click the Upload an Existing File link. We can drag in our statement maker code, scroll down, put in a description, and what you want to do is copy that description and commit your changes. Your description will then appear in GitHub, and if this was your assessment, an easy way to update your work log would be to pop in the date and copy that description into your work log. If you wanted, you'd also be able to say what you plan to do next. And there's what it looks like in my case, where in the next video, we're going to adjust our function so that we can have multi-line emphasized headings.